This is Laura Rick of the Paranormal Ghost Society. We're in November of 2013. As you can see, there's no snow. This is probably the third time I've been in the Sierras this late in the year. It's a rarity, you know, so you got to take advantage of it. But we're driving down this road. It's not too bad, but there's a lot of rocks. These giant boulders you see, they were put here by glaciers. The glaciers carved out these valleys, and you can't really see it, but down there, that big open area beyond the trees, that's Hope Valley. This is Burnside Lake, and in order to get to the lake, you got to take this road, and normally it's closed, but today it's open. Like I say, there's not a lot of snow up here. There's a few patches, so we're really lucky because this road's been closed for a while, and they had signs, you know, beyond this point, foot traffic only. So we're able to come up here finally and see what it's like, and if I like this place, next year we'll camp here. I know that this is, I'm on the other side of Hope Valley, and I'm in Blue Lakes, and I know that this is a Bigfoot area, so it's kind of good to be on the opposite end of Hope Valley and see what we can find. We're also going to do another lake up by Luther Pass, and that's a nice hike. Normally it's a very colorful hike filled with flowers and butterflies, but it's, you know, it's November, so a lot of the foliage is brown, not green. There is no flowers, there is no butterflies, there's very few birds, there's not a lot of wildlife. But because it's this time of year, it's the perfect time to look for Sasquatch, because Sasquatch comes down off the mountains. I don't know if we go straight or this way. It's a little confusing because you got these roads, but I rather stick to the main road because I know it's the main road that's going to lead us to the lake. All these other little roads might just go off into the national forest. Yeah, it straightens out. We should be almost at the lake. I've been on this road for a little while before I started filming. But, you know, any chance we have to get up in the Sierras, it's always a good time to go if you're able to do it. I could have done a ghost town today in Nevada, but I figured, you know, it's such beautiful weather, why not come out and do a little hiking and enjoy nature itself, even if you don't get anything, you know. And you know, you see these shows like Finding Bigfoot, always find tracks right away, you know, always by the road, and that's just not the reality. You don't always get Bigfoot vocalizations, you don't always get tracks. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to the lake, we're going to search for tracks along the whole lake, and then when we're done with that, we'll go up to a vista point, have a nice little break, and after our break, we'll head out of here, and we'll hit this other lake on foot. And hopefully, by the end of the day, I can find some decent tracks to say, yeah, this area does have Bigfoot. But you never know. Only certain parts of the Sierras seem to have what I would refer to as a healthy Bigfoot population. But anyways, I'm going to focus back on the road. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. The sun's really beaming in the camera at times, so, you know, it's kind of not the best video quality when you get this massive beam of sun shining directly into your lens. But anyways, check us out, www.paranormalghostsociety.org. If you also check out our YouTube, I put our most recent interview from Paranormal Connections, and for a good 45 minutes of that show, we have some really good Bigfoot discussion. Because, you know, besides ghosts and UFOs and all these other things, one of the biggest focuses of our paranormal group is cryptozoology, the search for the search for animals, new animals, and every day new species are being found in the ocean and in Borneo and the Congo. So, you know, you never know if you come across a Bigfoot. You could even come across a body and discover a new species. But anyways, I will keep you up to date. We're almost to Burnside Lake, and this road's a little bumpy, but you know, at least it's not as bad as the road up to Devil's Lake, up by Bear Lake Reservoir. That was treacherous, you know, and you needed four-wheel drive. At least here, you know, it's a few bumps and hills, but it's nothing like other off-roading locations we've been at. And it is nice to off-road because it just adds to the intensity of the expedition, because you have to work to get back here. It's not like a walk in the park. And so when you find those tracks, you know, you feel like you've done something right, that you've earned that expedition, that investigation. But you can see as we go in this area and the road narrows a little, you can see some trees like out here, there's no leaves, it's all brown, which makes it easier to look in the woods to try to see if we can see Bigfoot. You can see really far back in the woods. Anyways, I'm coming around a bend. It's time for me to get off of here. We should be at Burnside Lake in about, I'm looking on my GPS, about 2 to 5 more minutes. This is